was the ones to tell y'all about the documentary getting taken down, went back up. I got a chance to watch it for myself, and sheesh, kind of changed the way I look at King Von. I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking at that boy different.
I don't
Looking
know
at that
why.
boy different.
He said all of that in his rhymes. I mean,
He did, but now I'm like, sure, like there's levels of belief, right? Sometimes you believe something, but maybe on a scale from 1 to 5, 1 is like you don't even really know. 5 being I'm as sure about that as I'm as sure as I'm talking to you right now, right? Maybe I was at a 3 with believing
right.
that King Von was a serial killer. Now I'm at like a 4.8, like when it comes to believing that King Von was really out here putting in work, getting people out of here. And it's wild. You know what I'm saying? Why are we so locked into these stories?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're fascinated by
Definitely
it.
with
We it
you. I
means
remember when we were talking about gangster, you were like, yo, he got these bodies for real. It's like this is what it is. We fascinated when we know somebody will cross that line and not give a fuck. And they're gonna just, do something that the ordinary person wouldn't. It's when somebody's a real stepper. I mean, we like that. You know what I mean?
yes, yes. We're gonna get into the King Von killer documentary thing, but yes, that's a part of the culture. It's because we love a backstory. We're fascinated with killing, and I'll say this: when you really believe a rapper, when the message is authentic, it makes the bars hit harder, bro. Now, when you go back and listen to the King Von crazy story, it slaps a little tougher, dog. How you see the person, how you view them, as much authenticity as they have, it makes you like them more. You know what I'm saying? Or it might turn you off even, but it has an effect on you. It's the same reason why I can't listen to R. Kelly music the same way anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Because it was authentic.
It was too authentic. He was too real. He was too real about it. But just to give some context to anybody who don't know, I know a lot of y'all is up to speed with this, but for our more casual uh watchers, I got an article here. Let's first give credit where it's due. This is HNHH.com getting us up to speed on the King Von documentary. The King Von documentary, Rap's first serial killer, has returned to YouTube after briefly being taken down earlier this week. This piece connects him to several alleged murders before his death in November 2020. The creator, Trap Lord Ross, confirmed that the video was taken down on a post on Twitter on Sunday. Video got taken down. Trap Lord wrote at the time, "Hopefully I could get it back soon. Working with YouTube now, but it's Easter weekend, still on Patreon if you're desperate. The video has since been re-uploaded to the platform, and the documentary puts forth the theory that Vaughn was connected to at least 10 murders. In in the killing of Malcolm Stuckey, Vaughn was acquitted prior to his death. And he got off on a technicality with that one. So but dang, how you feel about Trap Lord Ross getting backlash, defaming uh uh King Von's character after death? How'd you feel about that?
Well, I feel like if somebody got pressure with them, they're allowed to because,
Mm-hmm.
they're King Von supporters. So they're the one who is here, supporting
Mm-hmm.
King Von and riding him. So if they feel a certain kind of way, it's their right to voice that. And if you got an issue with that, that's what comes with the territory of you dropping stuff
Yeah,
like this. So
that's real. That's real. People have. I mean, yeah, that's part of putting your work on an open forum. People are allowed to criticize you, just like we invite people to criticize us as they feel the need in the comments. Let us know if you agree with us. If we got something wrong, it's a community. You putting it out there. So you're right. They're within their right to be critical of it. I thought it was on point. I enjoyed it. One thing I got to shout out Trap Lord Ross for doing at about 12 minutes into the documentary. I would play it, but I don't even want to get snatched now. He spoke about the conditions that caused King Von to be a killer. And very often we'll blame rap music or we'll blame the parents, but we don't give white supremacy the proper blame. Redlining, uh, the fact that he was below the poverty line, and the fact that there were so many people in that little ghetto projects to where it allows a certain level of anonymity for somebody to kill. Like people are just seen as casualties of a gang war rather than a murder that you'll go hard to investigate who did it.
Yeah.
That all plays a part into what happens. So this is the monster that white supremacy created in a sense. You know.
I can see
Uh,
where you're going with that. I can see
yeah,
that. But
yeah,
yeah, I think the culture in which, this isn't something that's new. This been going on for decades and decades.
mhm,
That we get infatuated by taking out our own, and we get credibility from taking out our own. So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah. That
yeah,
that's what's funny. That's one of the qualifications for a serial killer is they have to kill at least three people, and they have to all kind of fit a similar demographic. And it's important to point out that King Von only killed black men and women. So, you
yeah,
know.
you're right. It's like you're doing it's crazy, but yeah, you're
Mm.
not really beefing with
You're
nobody
doing the work
really.
of white supremacy to keep it
Right.
real.
You're
Yeah,
doing the
hip hop
taking.
does that a lot, to be honest with you. Hip hop does the work of white supremacy very often, though, and it's sad to see that, but it's for sure it's
And we
going
can't
on.
say do the work because we got to understand it comes from that. So it could be like, I put you in I'm getting these conditions for you guys for this to exist.
Yeah,
So
it's
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 probably
it's
leave them no option. Like we're just
listen.
not educated enough to understand what circumstances we in,
That's what I'm trying to say. Hip hop hurting people and being a result of white supremacy is not a bug, it's a feature of the white supremacy. You feel me? Like if we could put these people in a bad position, and that bad position that they in helps them to keep getting poorer and poorer, you know what I'm saying? That's better off for them. They want the richer to get richer and the poor to get poorer. That's why, you know, right wing people, Republicans, you notice all they want to do is cut taxes. That's their solution for everything. And that's a mechanism of causing the rich to get richer and the poor to get poor.
Yeah.
And if the hip hop is causing us to kill each other more, oh man, it's getting deep, man. It's starting to sound a little bit like Charleston White was right about a lot of shit, man.
Oh
Gotta
yeah, he
admit.
definitely was right about some things. We can't take that away from
Uh
him.
yeah, another highlight from the documentary that shocked me is that they had a lot of evidence to suggest that King Von was behind the murder of FBG Duck, and even as far as him putting $100,000 on his head. So this is not just somebody who was only killing because he was in a poor neighborhood. This is somebody who got money and started, becoming a better killer after the fact.
Yeah,
So
so
even when
instead
he
of
made it
putting
out
a
the hood, it was like he couldn't stop killing, and he couldn't
right,
stop bragging about it on Twitter.
so instead of what we know that 100,000 could have went to just to better education, doing good things,
Yeah,
we out here playing with 100 bands to, go knock somebody off. It just shows
yeah.
to the uneducation that we got in the community. So
Yeah,
it's
I
sad.
mean, speaking of uneducation, it's a lot of shit that we learn in the hood that we need to unlearn, honestly, because
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit'll
we gotta
drag your
unlearn.
ass down. He had the world in front of him. Like this guy was on the Breakfast Club with Little Dirk at one point, and Little Dirk had to cough, like give him a signal to basically stop him from admitting to a murder. It's crazy. Like Charlemagne is asking him, like, damn, your story is that you beat a murder and then you had two attempts. How did you beat him? And he should have said, well, I didn't do it. I was innocent. And my lawyer, you feel me? But it was like he didn't come out and say that, and it was like Dirk had to be the one to say it. Like, yeah, he didn't do it.
Right. Yeah.
So Vaughn is like, do you think he's the most prolific savage we've ever seen?
Vaughn.
Yeah. And hip hop history.
He's up there, man. He's definitely top five, but I would definitely what's another savage out there? I think AR Ab gotta go up there, you know.
Yeah, AR Ab is up there too. Real talk. That's a good. And when it comes to self snitching, I don't even know if he was self snitching as hard as AR Ab was.
Yeah, AR Ab seemed like
That's a good
a
one. We might have to
definitely
do an
beast.
episode on that. Like, who was the who who was rap's first serial killer? Was it King
The
Von or
top
was it
five hip
AR
hop
Ab?
demons.
Yeah.
Top five hip hop demons.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, Von got some notable moments. I mean, he was taking selfies in a cop car. You know, um, they say he shot up a high school. Even G Herbo was talking about the man bringing poles to school. Like, I think they was like in middle school or high school.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, high
sickening,
school.
man. It's
Yeah,
sickening.
so
There's still some kids around there doing this right now. And it's crazy that, we feel like we got to be so strapped up for our own people that's on the bottom of the totem pole, ain't doing nothing,
yeah,
that we got to take them out. You get what I'm saying? Education is crazy, man. So,
you raised a very good point with that. Um, God damn, what was another notable moment? Oh, I bet you didn't realize how Oblak got his name
wow,
because Michelle Obama is from there.
I ain't never knew that.
Oblak, yeah. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But Michelle Obama is from Oblak, but it's not named after her.
Oh,
I just
okay.
wanted to fuck your head up real quick. But watch the documentary. You can find out about the origin of the name. It
I
has to
thought
do
it
with
was
the
like somebody died, like
yeah, somebody
somebody
died.
died and they
But
named it
he
after him.
but
Yeah.
Vaughn also did have a funny tweet saying that, like when Obama got elected, he was like, just because, the president is from Chicago, it ain't gonna stop me from killing people. And he's on Twitter talking about how much he loves killing. Makes jokes about eating cereals after killings, like serial killer. You get it? Pretty
Yeah.
dark stuff, bro. So I don't think there's any
Dang.
danger of his reputation being tarnished. Like this is who Vaughn was, bro. That was goofy that they even got it taken down. Like I'm glad that it got put back up. I think Trap Lord Ross is doing good work. I didn't want to judge it too soon because I hadn't seen it for myself at the time when we was talking about it getting taken down. But now
Right.
that I've seen it, I support that
You
young
are.
man 100%. He had receipts. I mean,
Dang.
the content creators that's out here, though, most of the people ain't gonna fact check that documentary. It's hard to get people to read. People don't have time to. People is trying to drop off their kids and pick them up after work and go to work and work 40 hours. Ain't regular people got time to fact check every fact. But he did do a diligent job of including newspaper no well like news article references from the news itself. He's actually telling Vaughn's story in his words a great deal of the time. There's other people corroborating the story, so I don't think he was embellishing like people trying to make it seem. We don't know how many bodies he got, but it was definitely more than three. They're saying as high as
Dang.
like 11, maybe it was seven. I don't know. I'm still not decided on that, but I mean, 7, 11. I mean, how much does it have to be before it's really bad? you know?
Right, right. So, all
Yeah.
right. That's a
Anything you
good
want to
one.
add to that? What have we learned?
No, I mean, we just learned about King Von, if it's true or
yeah.
not, but I don't
Yeah.
know what the take on that is. The hood is very undereducated. So it's like, we are scarred by the education level of, you know, the the bottom, is very uneducated. So that's what we learned for it. But I want to know what y'all think about it. What you learned from this, yeah?
I learned that shit, if you try to make it out of the hood, when you get out of the hood, don't do dumb shit to drag you back down. He still wanted to be involved in beef in the hood when he was running around with Dirk and he had hit music out. Seems like he had a chance to get out of it. And it makes me wonder what he's going to do for Lil Tum's career. You know what I'm saying? Lil Tum. Because he the one who took King Von out. He's still around.
Yeah, I don't think nothing gonna happen to him, man. He
I don't. I mean, who know? I mean, we're all. None of us are gonna make it out of here alive. But
yeah, but
his career could go crazy. I mean, he took out the top guy. Cautionary tale too. You know,
yeah,
like
yeah,
anybody could get touched. The biggest and the baddest.
yeah, yeah.
You know, when you
So
least expect it.
when
At
you
a point
least
where he trying
expect
to
it.
fist fight after doing all this savage stuff. Crazy. Before we leave the topic of Chirac savages, we talked about R. Kelly, we talked about King Von. Another one is FBG Duck, and it seems like one of his killers have just been brought to justice, allegedly. If you could share the screen, we got a article from Hip Hop DX. FBG Duck, 6 alleged gang member charged over rapper's murder. It's pretty much all but confirmed that King Von had 100,000 on his head. So seems like it makes sense. We'll go into the article. FBG Duck's murder has produced 6 arrests as an alleged member of Old Block's Black Disciple Street Gang and has been charged with the death of the late Chicago rapper. According to ABC 7, Ralph Turpin was charged with the murder and aid of racketeering and conspiracy to commit murder and aid of racketeering on Tuesday, April 11th. The arrest of Turpin, who is also known as THF Teasy or Tall, follows a number of other previous arrests connected to Dirk's 2020 drive-by murder. These include Charles C. Murder Liggins, 30, Kenny Robinson, 28, to Carlos Los Offord, 30, Christopher C. Thang Thomas, 22, and Marcus Moowop Smart, 22. So yeah, they got this whole shit pretty much wrapped up. And the court records show he had $100,000 bounty on his head. Damn shame. One of the guys that really laid it down for this drill scene, and niggas nowadays ain't learned shit from it. We still got beefs where people is getting killed and making the same type of music. The same hoods are actually beefing with each other right now. So we're not gonna see this stop at any time soon. Just want to keep people updated on it. Hate to
Yeah,
be
they
that
caught the
dark about it.
guys.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they caught the guys that did whatever they
Yeah,
did to
that's a
him.
good
But
thing. I mean, just so we not living in a society of just lawlessness, you would think that it's good that these people are brought to justice, right? Are we happy about that, Bob?
uh, well, it's like they got their own politics on what they
See,
do. I
that's what I'm
hate.
saying. That I'm glad you answered that way. I'm just saying that we should look at that. We're so fucked up by this hip hop like way of thinking. You might not see it this way, but it even feels funny to feel happy about people being brought to justice about murdering somebody.
Yeah, because this is why.
Mm-hmm.
And the community is so messed up.
Mm-hmm.
It could be someone could be emotional about something that they did to somebody, and we don't know the terms of why these guys are beefing or what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes close ones, friends are taken out, and somebody not gonna compare or get back on that. So
Yeah, and
I
the
feel like I
police don't
don't
seem
know.
like they're extra effective around there. So maybe
Yeah,
they
it's not
just don't
like
feel
they're
like,
stopping it. You get what
yeah,
I'm saying? It's
they,
like it's still going on.
yeah,
So
they feel like they got to govern themselves over there. They just seeing life different.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you can't get mad at crabs in the barrel for having the crab in the barrel mentality, crab in the barrel mentality because the crab's not supposed to be in the barrel type shit.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's crazy, but there you have it. Got everybody up to speed. That's all the time we'll take on that. Um, Go ahead and hit the like button and the subscribe button on the way out, especially if you watch the videos repeatedly and help us get the 1,000 subs. Big push for us. We
For
trying to
real.
get there as soon as possible. We almost there. We're like 850, 860. So we'd appreciate that.
Yay. Yeah, we're gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
Yeah.